How you guys doing? I'm just updating here on Marco's gardening techniques. What you see here I'm sitting on, you probably guess what this is, right? It's for bees. So, we're having a problem with a lot of bees. The bee population is down. And so I haven't really seen a lot of bees going through our greenhouse and up my other gardens. I see a lot of wasps, but not a lot of bees. So we're getting bees. So we're going to put 2 hives here. And I have 3 gardens within a mile of this place. So I'm hoping that these bees, actually within a half a mile and a quarter mile. So I'm hoping these bees will take care of that. We're back to the old routine. This is the in-ground garden. We do several types of gardens. We do the rows, which we did at one place, and that was a lot of work. Too much work because we had to bring in the dirt. The soil at this farm was horrible, and we had to bring in all the dirt, and so it was a ton of work. This was a grass area, and you guys know how I feel about grass. And so I hate grass. Grass is one of man's dumbest inventions. And so every year I get rid of more grass. And you can see this garden here was started, this garden was started with that dark patch there, maybe 3-4 years ago. And then we added this patch. And then this year we added these 2 patches. And these are 8 foot, probably by 40. And then we're going to add right here where I have the black plastic covering the weeds. I'm going to put dirt there, level that, and that'll be another 8 foot section right up to where the bees are going to be. And the bees are going to be right here. So the bees are going to kind of fly to the east. So hopefully we should be out of their way. We're not going to plant back along the telephone pole area. That'll be next year because there's some tree stumps there we got to get out. And so we'll just add 8 more feet on this back end. What we're doing is we're using felt, a couple different types of filter fabric. And you can see here I'm drilling holes. I'm doing 2 foot on center. It works pretty good. This is very difficult work. If you think it's easy to drill, it's not. I've got like 7 blisters on my hand just from doing this today. And these blisters are pretty bad. So that's the drill I'm using. I'm going down maybe 1.5 feet, 2 feet. And I'm going to drill a few more out here. And then I will remove this soil and replace it with better soil. And the soil we have is, we got it last year and it's been sitting in a pile over there. We'll walk over there to it. It's leaf humus. We started planting and we did pretty good. Unfortunately, these are really small tomatoes, and it's going to be a while before they take off. Luckily, we have other gardens that have much larger tomato plants. These aren't going to we're not going to get fruit off of these until end of July, August probably. So these were started inside maybe a month, 2 months ago. I also started a lot of my starts in January, end of January and February, and those things are almost 3 feet tall, and they already have tomatoes on them, so that was a good time to start. We had a few that dwarfed on us because I did them in the basement, but so we're putting poles up, and this one in the greenhouse we're using string and ropes, and so these here is getting late. So probably not going to clean up this dirt till tomorrow. And then we're going to start working on an irrigation system. We're going to try to irrigate this. It takes way too long to water. And so keep looking at this here. About an hour and a half to water this, and I watered this morning, and you can see it's already dry. Some of these tomatoes don't look that good, and we're going to cross our fingers. They were really small when we put them in. Maybe next year we should wait till they get a little bigger, but we'll see what happens. I think we'll be okay. If they don't make it, we'll just replace them with something else. We have All these are tagged, these yellow tags that you see. And there's approximately 20 species here of tomatoes in this garden. And so this garden will have, I'm going to say 600 units above ground. So that's the guess. It might be like 700 or 800 because these holes here are a little closer together. You can see have some overwintering of chard, Swiss chard. That stuff is sweet. I've been eating that. These are colored greens, and every 2 and the first year you get the big leaves. The second year you get the seed, and you can see how these flowers here. I'm just leaving them up because the bees need them, and eventually I'll cut these down. I don't need to cut them down yet. Maybe I'll get lucky and be able to get some seed off of them. You can see the Swiss chard here. I mean, there's the bud. So maybe we'll get seeds off of this. Maybe we won't. I have so many seeds that I probably don't need them. This year also, we're doing more weed control. I'm going to have a circumference boundary of 3 feet. And this way, there'll be a working space. And then the neighbors, see, what do you guys think of that? Okay. I used to have grass, and they still have grass. Isn't it stupid? Grass is just so stupid. Why? I see people. Today I saw my neighbors fertilizing the grass and watering it. Really, for real. They water grass. I don't know why. They fertilize it. I don't know why. It blows my mind. But anyways, everybody needs to do this. You got to get rid of your grass, period, and do this. I mean, plus you have your own food that you know what you're growing. Yep. Yes, the grass industry is criminal. Yes, thanks for coming on. Who's on right now? I think the British brought grass. You know, we pissed them off. They said, let's screw these people in America. Let's give them grass. And so what they did is they brought us grass. But the grass they gave us, they made sure it grew twice as fast as their grass. And then they invented this lawnmower thing. Toro and John Deere got rich. And the gas people get rich. And what really gets me is you got these green wave flaggers that scream about this world and how we're all going to die and global warming and all this stuff, and then they go cut their grass on their lawnmowers and they put weed and feed or weed and whatever that is. I never use any type of fertilizers or pesticides, and they put pesticides and fertilizers on their lawn. It's amazing. And then they run with their little green flag down the street. Save the planet, save the planet. People are insane. They're hypocrites. Okay, they're hypocrites. Now, I'm going to keep moving on. You see what I'm doing here is I still have more grass. More bad grass. See this? What do you think is going to be here next year? It's going to be another 10-footer all the way to the front. I'm slowly doing it in this town, and I notice a lot of people are doing gardens now in their backyard. I do promote it, and I tell people about it, and I'm hoping to one day blow it off and put it right in front of my house and just totally get rid of all the grass. But you know what? You got to do it little baby steps. You know, people got to get used to what you're doing already. This is definitely the biggest garden in this entire city of Huron, without a doubt. I've got 3 of these in this town. So my mulch, let me show you what I'm doing with the mulch. I'm sorry if this starts to pixelate. I'm trying to walk slow. But all these people spend their whole life making mulch. I mean, you know, and they sit there, I'll put the eggshells in and let's spin it and let's heat it and buy thermometers and let's make this dirt. And there's nothing wrong with it, okay? If you got a lot of time, and there's so many videos on it. You know what? I'm going to find dirt that's already done for free. And there's a pile of it right there. And I mix it. It really works great. And, you know, you could do whatever you want. And then as far as my composting, I mean mulching, compost is what I wanted to say. I built these 4x4 pallet things. And I just throw everything in them. Okay? they're full. There's 3 of these 4x4s filled right now from this year. One's from last year, and the one on the end is from last year. These 2 are from this year. And guess what? In 4 years, it'll be dirt. I'm not going to sit here and measure the temperature and spin it and flip it and sing to it and all the other shit people do. I'm not doing any of that. I'm just going to wait. In 5 years, I'll have dirt. And the only reason I'm doing this is because I may not have a dirt pile that I'm getting for free in 4 to 5 years. So in the meantime, I'm getting it for free. I'm not going to make my own dirt. I mean, I don't have time to make my own dirt, especially temperatures and watering it. And I mean, it's good stuff, but I've got good stuff for free, and I'll keep using my free stuff until I have to. And by then, these little, by the way, all my gardens have 4x4 pallet dump. I call them dump sites, and I do, throw some grass clippings in there, whatever. Whatever I have, tree branches, whatever, I'll throw it in there instead of throw it in the garbage. If it composts, even cardboard, I'll throw in there. So, hey, I want to thank you all for coming on. It's about 7. I started this morning, I think at 8. And so I got to get another hour, and I got to finish drilling this. And thanks for coming on. There's an update of this garden. And thanks for watching, whoever's on.